am in the Federal Republic of Germany. In particular, everyone's favorite Hanseatic city of Bremen. However, the city is not what's important today. Today, we are here for the country itself. That's right, it is another episode of Greatest National Sandwiches, and we are here in Germany for the best sandwich in all of Germany, the Schnitzelbrötchen. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is a Schnitzelbrötchen? Well, that's what we're here to answer. Of course, the Brötchen looks like a normal, humble little roll, but this thing has a long history, as seen in...
A brief history of the Schnitzelbrötchen. Now, the schnitzel is one of Germany's most famous foods, most likely behind beer and pretzels. And essentially what a schnitzel is, it's a cut of meat that is breaded and then fried to a golden brown perfection. The term schnitzel comes from the German word schneiden, which of course is to cut, and schnitzel is a cut of meat. Now, people have been flattening and tenderizing meats in the Central European area since about the Middle Ages, but the first idea of what a schnitzel is can be traced to a common ancestor in Milan, in which people would prepare by flattening out meat and breading it, and this of course got very popular through Central Europe, in particular what was considered to be the capital of the old Holy Roman Empire, Vienna. Now, people in Vienna would take veal, the finest meat at the time. They would pound it out, bread it, and fry it, and these Viennese chefs made what's called now the Wiener Schnitzel, the most famous kind of schnitzel. And that is, of course, named after Wien, the capital of Austria, in German, and Wiener is Viennese in German, and thus the Wiener Schnitzel was born. And of course, that became very popular going all the way through Germany, because Austria and Germany are friends sometimes. So you can get a schnitzel all the way from Innsbruck to Kiel, and everyone was loving it. Even German immigrants going to America took their schnitzel with them. That's why you get things like the Montana State Sandwich and the Indiana State Sandwich. Look at that crossover. And yet, in Germany today, the schnitzel remains to be incredibly popular. However, the use of veal is not very popular in Germany, most typically going for pork or chicken schnitzels, although pork still remains the most popular in all of Germany. Now we come to the second facet, the Brötchen. Now, the word Brötchen comes from the German word Brot, which is bread, and Chen, which is the diminutive. So essentially you're saying little bread in Brötchen, and that's essentially what a Brötchen is. It's a roll, sometimes even referred to as the breakfast roll. Now, people in Germany have been making bread since about 800 BC. It's an ancient tradition of the Germanic tribes. In fact, a national pride and considered to be an integral part of Germanic cultural heritage. Bread making is so popular in Germany, but it has so many different variations. It is estimated that there's over 3,000 different kinds of bread in Germany. And yet, above it all, the humble Brötchen stands out. You might also hear the incorrect, aka southern term called a Semmel, but it's essentially the same thing. All over Germany, you can get the Weißbrötchen, which is the normal Brötchen made out of wheat flour that is served with almost every sandwich stand at every single Hauptbahnhof from Aachen to Potsdam. And overall, at every single one of the sandwich stands, you'll find a pork schnitzel stuffed inside a Weißbrötchen to make the Schnitzelbrötchen the greatest sandwich in all of Germany.
And here it is, the Schnitzelbrötchen. As you can see, the Brötchen, the schnitzel, all packaged together, and a bit of a janky looking thing. Sometimes transit from the Hauptbahnhof to Altstadt can get it a little messed up, but that's okay. What matters is the flavor. We got the Hähnchen Schnitzel, so it's chicken schnitzel, combined with Salat and Mayo, all on the Brötchen. And we are going to see how this tastes, the best sandwich in all of Germany. Oh. You might think a cold chicken cutlet that's breaded and fried is not going to taste good. But for some reason, this is one of the most superior sandwiches in the world. Its flavors combine so perfectly. and you might think it's an overload of bread, but then I would kindly remind you of what the bread was like. It's a national heritage here. They love bread, and nothing is better than bread surrounded with bread, with chicken in the middle, with the mayonnaise and the crispy lettuce. It all combines to make one of the world's greatest sandwiches. And honestly, eating a Schnitzelbrötchen in front of a historic church in the middle of a Hanseatic town is one of the most German things you can possibly do. But if you're looking for more German things to do, here's a list.
The North German hello. The South German hello. The Berlin hello. The Bavarian hello.
Oh, du lieber Augustin, Augustin, Augustin.
Paperwork. Drinking a beer.
Guter, besser, powder.
Collecting bottles.
Wie viel Pfand ist da?
Sorting the trash.
Unsere Umwelt.
Deutsche Bandelays.
Total schlecht.
Giving money to other EU members.
20, 40, 6.
Asking for help.
Entschuldigung, sprechen Sie English? A little bit. Where is the train station? Okay, so for the train station, it's quite a common predicament for tourists. What you have to do is find the building adjacent to what...
Judging your neighboring countries.
Hässlich.
Bundesliga. Feeling the constant weight of your ancestors' past atrocities. More paperwork.
Ja? Ach so, Jung. Well, as you can see, Germany has a lot of things that make them German. Whether you're in the south, the west, the north, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, at the end of the day, the best thing about Germany is the Schnitzelbrötchen. No matter where you are, it's a fantastic sandwich, and I would highly recommend it.